Tonight, only on HAPPENING.fun. We are attractions. We are casino events. We are nightlife. We are festivals. We are concerts. We are Florida events. We are movies. We are sports. We are live performance. With your host, Napoleon Plays. With your moderator, Al Ferguson. Celebrities and interviews. Let's plan ahead. Out and about. Around Florida. The Fun Five. It's all happening tonight on South Florida's most popular live source for things to fun. Only on HAPPENING.fun.
Well, good evening, South Florida, and welcome to HAPPENING.fun, our holiday edition. This is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day week. We're bringing you our January 4 edition of HAPPENING.fun. And of course, as you know, I'm your host, Al Ferguson, and this is my Things to Fun partner and lifestyle expert, Napoleon Plays.
Pleasure to see you guys. You almost forgot my name for a minute, it sounded like.
What is your name? Napoleon Plays.
Napoleon Plays. Let's get it in five more times.
That's right.
Napoleon Plays.
We are very excited to be here with you this holiday season. Very exciting. Tonight we're coming from our broadcast center, our production center, where we produce HAPPENING.fun, and it's a unique kind of stand-up event that you and I are doing. We haven't done this before.
It's true. We have to be near each other the entire time. We have nowhere to hide. We have nowhere to go or no one else to talk to. It is like being locked down in a bunker. That joke was made earlier.
That's exactly right. Now, South Florida, we are a live show, and we're coming to you live. Anything can happen, no edits, and so stay tuned because we're going to watch Napoleon probably screw up before the end.
It's definitely true. It sounds like you almost threw up there, I'm going to say. Screwed up there, too. And if you have an event or a festival or anything that you want us to cover, please make sure to submit it at submit@happening.fun.
Well, Napoleon, as I said to everybody in South Florida, we're coming to you. This is our January 4th weekend. This is New Year's holiday week, and we're very excited. As many as 20,000 of you have watched HAPPENING.fun, and we thank you very much.
Right. It's a big and festive time, and we want to make sure to keep spreading the word. So if you have anyone else that you want to see this, make sure to comment with it, and of course, start a watch party and share. It's really simple. Just watch this to see how.
When viewing our live show in your app, please click share. On the next screen, you can write text to your viewing audience and then click start watch partying. You've done it. Enjoy your party.
Well, it's as easy as that, and share it with your friends. We're going to tell you a lot of interesting things to do this week up to January 4. This is the week of January 4. HAPPENING.fun and our presenting sponsor, we would like to thank, is Barbara Warren Lowley, immigration attorney here in South Florida, and we thank her for her support of HAPPENING.fun, making this all possible. Before we get into our events, as I said, this is New Year's week, New Year's Eve coming up.
New decade coming up.
Yes, absolutely. One decade is ending. A new one is opening. What are you going to be doing for New Year's?
I am creating an entire night of adventure and fun with some people that I care deeply about or care to learn a little bit more about. And it seems like you're going to be there, too. So I can't get away from you, budding partner, everywhere we go.
Exactly right. It's going to be fun. We wish all of you a happy New Year's Eve and a happy New Year's Day and a great celebration into a brand new decade.
And if you see us out, make sure to say hello. Pull me away. I'll need a little bit of a respite from him. So come say hi.
South Florida, you know the problems that I experience. So as a result, let's stop talking about Napoleon and talk about the things to fun in all kinds of segments this week. We break our show down into blocks. We begin with a block called Celebrity and Interviews. And we talk about all of the celebrities that come into South Florida, and there are many of them. I can't wait to see all of the celebrities that come into South Florida in 2020. Napoleon, tell us who we celebrate this week.
This week, our top pick is Oprah's 2020 vision, Your Life in Focus. We've got a great video for it. Watch this.
Hi, everybody. I have some good news. I'm going on tour. I'm partnering with WW to make 2020 the year of transformation. We're calling it 2020 Vision, your life in focus. Come spend the day with me as I share lessons about my own wellness journey and help you write the next chapter of your own journey. Each city is going to feature a different lineup of celebrity guests and some of the biggest names in wellness. So get your tickets to join the party.
So, Al, tell me your story about Oprah. I'm sure you have one. Were you in the audience when she gave out all the cards? Is that how you got your big break?
Dude, back off. Don't make fun. And unfortunately, I have not met Oprah Winfrey. So my opportunity, January 4th at BB&T Center. And equally important, who I have seen and sat in the front row for.
Wait for it.
Is Lady Gaga. Going to be with her and many other celebrities for this amazing event. Your Life in Focus is kind of interesting because it's an all-day experience to challenge you at the beginning of the year to have a great year and a great decade.
That's true, and you get to actually surround yourself with people that have the same focus, so you really get to overwhelm your senses and beat out bad habits while creating good ones.
Absolutely.
Listening to Oprah.
Oprah is my generation. What does a millennial think about Oprah Winfrey?
You need no last name. It's Oprah. Everyone knows Oprah. As of anything that I can understand, Oprah is timeless. Oprah is a movement and a sensation.
You know, it's a joke. If you have one name, you're a superstar. Oprah, Cher, Madonna. It's true. I agree with you. So
Napoleon
plays. That's two names. Two names, dude. So that's our celebrity this week. And it moves us into our second block, and that is called Plan Ahead. Now, Plan Ahead is for those of you who need a push to start to look at your calendar ahead. There are many great events that come into South Florida, and Napoleon points at himself. It's very true, and you've got to plan ahead. And we encourage you to contact HAPPENING.fun if you have something to submit in our Plan Ahead segments. Tell us what we're looking at this week.
That's right. This week, we are going to see all of you guys at Jurassic World Live Tour. Now, if you guys know Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, anything of the theme parks, if you want to go and experience this show live with big old dinosaurs, everything in physical form, this is definitely the place for you to be. If you love that era, if you love that time of day, if you love everything, go see Jurassic World's Live Tour. And we have a video for you. Watch this.
It's the live show fans everywhere have been waiting for. Jurassic World Live Tour, coming September 2019. Tickets on sale now.
My friend Napoleon Plays has seen a Jurassic Park movie, I'm sure. Just last week, I happened to be at Universal Studios in Orlando and the big Jurassic section of Islands of Adventure. It was a lot of fun, the ride there. Have you been to Islands of Adventure to do Jurassic?
Yes, I know it very intimately. And
Seriously?
Theme parks?
No, that ride.
I do. Well, it's a little old for me. I'd like them to upgrade it to make it feel like it's as hip as the rest of the park, because they've really gotten immersive in the rest of the park. And the King Kong ride is one that is fun if you like that kind of ride. It's not my kind of ride.
King Kong was not in Jurassic Park.
It's right next to it.
Jurassic World Live is going to be at the American Airlines Arena on from January 9th to 12th, and also at the BB&T Center in Fort Lauderdale, January 23rd. That's right.
2 locations,
so
you have multiple opportunities and places to see it because it's that big. It's that Jurassic.
I'm curious, which dinosaur are you most looking forward to seeing?
Well, the one that just jumped out at the end of that was really exciting. I've also always had a soft spot from Ducky from, what is that, Land Before Time? So I'm always a fan of those kinds of dinosaurs anytime they're in media. I think that they're hilarious. And
Napoleon, the only answer is T-Rex. That's it.
You relate to it?
Only T-Rex. All right. Let's move on to our third block, and that is Out and About. Woo. Now, we always remind South Florida, there is a gigantic gay community in South Florida, one of the largest in the United States. And we always make the joke, affectionately for our gay community, that we are broadcasting from the gayest place on planet Earth. We remind you, if you have an out and about event, contact the show and we'll consider including it.
That's right. And you don't have to be a part of the LGBTQ community to participate. You can just enjoy the experiences and like what we're presenting.
I think this week's example of that is true.
That's true. This week, our number one pick is Who Killed Amanda Austin? Now, this is an escape room. It is a murder mystery. It is a little bit of everything, and it is a pop-up in Wilton Manors. Are you good at escape rooms?
I have played in an escape room a couple of times, but probably not the kind of escape room that we're talking about.
Wow, that took a turn very, very quickly. I'm sure that I could definitely outwin mic drop right there.
Tell us who Amanda Austin is.
Amanda Austin is a renowned drag queen. She's local to the South Florida community. She's also really, really sweet. She's involved in social media. She performs everywhere around town. Have you gotten a chance to meet her before?
I don't think I have.
Well, you lost your chance because she's dead now.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to go and do this, aren't we? I heard this right before the show that we're going to go and participate.
Yes, we know it's going to be a competition.
Now, is it
Who's gonna get out
possible?
first?
Exactly. Is it possible for me to have you pushed down as she's being killed as I escape out of the room?
Was that a threat on national TV, Al Ferguson?
I think it may be. Explain the pop-up club concept, because this is going to take place in Wilton Manors, but I haven't heard of this before. Explain this to me.
The whole idea of a pop-up club is to create a space where it may not have been before so that you have more opportunities, and you can, in this case, really fit it to the need, which means that everything is going to be tailored, just like a cartoon is for the story. This is going to be tailored to telling this story and how to escape and who killed Amanda Austin.
Awesome. And you go to the website whokilledamanda.com. It's going to take place January 17th through the 26th, right in Wilton Manors in Central Broward County. It sounds like a lot of fun.
That's right. Find out who did it.
Exactly. And 50-50, it was Napoleon. Also, while we're out and about, let me tell you about something else that we're promoting for the LGBT community. There's evening news, NBC, Fox News, CNN, PBS NewsHour, etc. Well, on January 6th at 7 p.m. in South Florida, broadcasting to the entire planet, there is a new evening news show called Q News Tonight for the LGBTQ community. And we have a little preview that they have shared with us. Watch this. It sounds very exciting for the community, South Florida, broadcasting to the entire nation. It debuts, its premiere is Monday, January 6th at 7 p.m. Q News Tonight. Sounds exciting.
That's next week. That's really soon.
Next week. We can't wait to continue to report on that at HAPPENING.fun.
It's an exciting new year.
It moves us into our sixth block and our fourth block, and that is around Florida. Now, we always make the note that so many exciting things take place here in South Florida, but we also have the benefit of being in Florida. And in short order, 3 to 4 hours away, we can be to some of the best attractions in the entire country. And that's what we call Around Florida. And remember, if you have an attraction or an event around the state, just contact us at happening.fun and we'll consider including you.
Tell us at happening.fun. And this event that we have that we're telling you about around
Now,
Florida,
when I read this, before you say this, I kind of took a double take. And you'll understand why in a moment. Now, tell us what the big Around Florida event is.
This is for the 23rd. It was probably around that number, right? The 20th, because I heard how it was the 6th segment, it's the 4th segment, it's the 3rd block, it's the 2nd block. I hear numbers aren't your thing this week. It is the 23rd annual Kumquat Festival. Now, this is a festival all about kumquats. Kumquats, as you can see in the video, are little orange-like citrus foods. You eat them with the skin on. I remember my first kumquat. a funny
The
sentence in
jokes
itself.
just write themselves in our heads. Now, this is up in north central Florida in a little tiny community in Pasco County called Dade City. And in Pasco County, the kumquat capital of the world is in Dade City, Florida, not Dade County.
Very,
Dade
very
City.
different. Completely different part of the
Very different. Yeah. Have
state.
you ever been to Dade City?
No. Not yet. And not for kumquats either.
Yeah, I have been to Dade City. It's a cute pre-Civil War town. Lots of farming, and of course, one of the big farming interests is kumquats.
Yeah, and you were telling me that there are kumquat pies?
Yeah,
That's the big thing there?
That's
and marmalades,
the big thing.
but pies.
Marmalades and pies. They make entrees, and they have this massive festival through the entire downtown of Dade City, and everything celebrating kumquats.
I've never had a
Do we
citrus
have
pie.
kumquats in South Florida? If we do, I don't know.
I'm sure they grow somewhere. I feel like that must exist. Wait, let's go on a hunt. Someone, when you're submitting an event, tell us at submit@happening.fun where the kumquats are.
That's right. And the Kumquat Festival in Dade City is January 25th from 9 to 5. It's one day only, but it's worth the trip up. And it's about 40 minutes north of Tampa. So a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That brings us to our final segment block.
The big block.
That's right. It's called the 5 Fun Things to Do This Week.
It's called the Fun 5.
Yeah, the Fun 5. Things to fun this week. And again, if you have one of the big events in South Florida, submit your request to us by email, and we'll consider including you in this segment. Napoleon, let's begin with you in terms of our Fun 5 Things to Do.
Number 5 is the countdown on the Fun 5 countdown of the Fun 5 Things to Fun, on the Fun 5 Things to Fun, on the Fun 5 Things to Fun, is this week, the Miami Beach Hunks Male Review.
This is for the girls.
This is a women's-only event where you can go and experience all sorts of different men that are, as you can see, stripping and having a wonderful time, showing
The
off who
women
they
look
are.
like they're having a good time, too.
Well, I believe it. You know, they did try to poach me from this show to get on that. They contacted me. They asked me to be involved with it.
Wait,
they
can
said,
somebody get
you must
me a
be
mirror?
tired of dealing with
Get
this
me a
one
mirror,
right here.
please. All
Yeah, you
right.
can see I'm sweaty and delicious
All right.
now.
All right. This is in South Beach on Collins Avenue at the 1826 Restaurant and Lounge. It operates through the season on Friday and Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. And I haven't seen it, obviously, but it seems like quite the thing to do.
Yeah, go live out your Magic Mike fantasies, because these are definitely skilled performers that want you to have a good time.
That's right. And that's our number 5 thing to do this week. Our number 4 countdown of the Fun 5 Things to Fun this week is the 29th annual Fort Lauderdale International Auto Show. Now, I'm a big car guy. I know you are a big car guy, too. You love your cars.
Yeah, they have wheels and engines and tires and babies on the bus that go, what do you say?
That's round and round.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
The babies on the bus.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Now, we're not Detroit here in South Florida, but we have a great international auto show here, and it is going to be January 9th through the 12th at the Greater Fort Lauderdale Broward County Convention Center. And you're going to see all of the latest, including a focus on luxury vehicles. And that January 9th to the 12th, the show will operate from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Every day. Are you excited about seeing the new cars?
I mean, it is really fun. There's a huge difference when you're driving just a standard car versus driving a sports car or something that has a really intense engine. You feel the difference right when you hop on to ride it.
Remind me, you are a Lamborghini guy or a Porsche?
Well, I just learned what a Lamborghini was. So
Really?
I'm going to say, after I saw this video, that I am a Lamborghini man, because it was a beautiful kumquat orange.
Okay. All right. That moves us on to, that was a pretty good joke.
That's
I
right.
have to admit it, South Florida, pretty good joke.
And
All
number
right.
3 in our countdown of the Fun 5 Things to Fun this week is Midori on violin and Jean-Yves Thibodeau on piano. This is for the cultured, for the fun, and those who like classical music. Now, does that qualify you?
Absolutely. I'm in that. I've seen Midori, actually.
Well, she's been around since 1982. She got her start when she was just 11 years old, and she has been working
Yeah,
nonstop
she was a young
since then.
phenom. Actually, your note there is she came to world's attention on a concert that she performed very, very young. I didn't realize it was at 11, but I knew she was a young teenager at Lincoln Center and literally turned the music world on its
Isn't that
ear.
an incredible place to get your big break at Lincoln Center at 11 years old?
Right.
Like that's the kind of story that you don't hear about from anybody.
Midori is going to
be.
be performing at the Kravitz Center for Performing Arts in West Palm Beach, January 5th through the 8th. Multiple times, including matinees at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It should be quite an exciting event.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Yeah,
Do something
absolutely.
that's cultural and really soothes your soul.
Absolutely. Soothing your soul. Wow, you went cultural there on me.
I'm about to throw in some Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Hapatootie, bless my soul.
Okay, all right. It moves us to number 2 in our countdown of the Fun 5 Things to Fun this week. And that, of course, and I'm so thrilled about this because normally Napoleon gets all of the Broadway introductions. Not this week of the first week of 2020. I get to do it, and that is Disney's Aladdin. We've got this special package on that. Watch this. I was just saying to Napoleon as we were watching this show looks so fun to me. I watch it and I think about, of course, Robin Williams from the movie.
Legendary performance. Have you not
Legendary.
seen Aladdin on
I
stage
saw
before?
no, I haven't. I haven't seen the Broadway show. Of course, I've seen the animated movie. I saw the new movie
Just this year. Well, then we're
yeah,
definitely
just this
going
year.
together. Aladdin is one of those shows I was waiting my entire life to become a Broadway show. And after they made Lion King and Little Mermaid, actually, I knew that they were going to make Aladdin because it's one of those big three from the Resurgence era and the Renaissance. I'm so pumped to see this. I've never actually seen it on stage either. I was making fun of you.
The music is absolutely incredible, and it's going to be at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts, January 8th through the 19th. A lot of shows in the run,
Lots of
select
chances to see
times, lots of chances to see it. This is a definite not miss. It's one of the highlight Broadway touring shows that are coming into South Florida.
Yeah,
this
you
year.
heard the music for 5 seconons and you're already overwhelmed, and because you've never had a friend like me, so
That's
you got to
right.
go.
Really?
Yeah.
Never had a friend like you? Oh, yes. South Florida, my pain. That leads us to, in the Fun 5 Things, to number 1.
One in our Fun 5 Things to Fun. And number 1 is the South Beach Jazz Festival. Speaking of cultural events, we've got an entire festival of jazz coming to South Beach. Have you gotten to come to this event before?
I haven't been to South Beaches. I've been to the New Orleans Jazz Festival. And since you have already made fun of me in this episode about name dropping,
every episode.
I've also been to the most famous jazz festival in the world in Montreux, Switzerland.
Well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about South Beach Jazz
Florida.
Festival. And one of the things that makes this event so spectacular is that it really celebrates the abilities of musicians that have some form of disability. It highlights that, it raises funds for it, and it really promotes that everyone can be equal, especially in the world of music, because that's where we just integrate our soul, and it's where everyone can come together.
Absolutely. And this will take place, the Jazz Festival for South Beach will in various locations all over South Beach. It is January 3 to 5, select times, lots of concerts are going to be done at the South Beach Jazz Festival. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, go out, check one of them out, try it on the 3rd, and then you'll probably want to see the rest of them too.
Well, Napoleon, that's it. We have covered everything that's important for Things to Fun this week. Remember, as we told you, this episode brings us through this coming weekend, January 4. We hope that your New Year's gets off to a great start. What's the number one thing you're looking forward to in 2020?
Number one, meeting Oprah, since we determined that's going to happen. I'll use you as my gateway to get in. But after that, and after meeting Lady Gaga again, I will say that my number one thing about 2020 is really getting a chance to plan ahead. We've been doing these segments now for a couple of months. We've been doing this show now for 2 months, and it has really given me a new perspective on making sure that I don't miss out on any more once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
I completely agree with you, Napoleon. I tease with you all of the time, but I think that is a great commitment. We've done the show, as Napoleon said, about 2 months. I am I have become amazed at how many events and activities take place in South Florida, and most of which I never hear of. I'm really proud to be associated with you at HAPPENING.fun because we bring these to you every single week at our new time, which we're doing, which is Mondays at 8 o'clock. Every Monday we'll be here.
That way you have the whole week to know what's going on, and we're here to help you plan that week.
So, South Florida, I'm Al Ferguson, and this is my Things to Fun partner, Napoleon Plays.
That's right. And as I said, please make sure to submit any events that you have to us at submit@happening.fun, because we want to give you all of the information of where to go and what to do so that you don't have to waste your time looking for it.
Absolutely. Times are serious. All you have to do is turn on the news and you know how serious things are going. Happening.fun is an antidote to the serious things that are going on. We all deserve things to fun, and we deliver that to you every single week at Happening.fun. Every Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Be celebrating.
Be laughing.
Be toasting.
Be cheering.
Be silly.
I like being childlike.
Be sexy.
Kind of brought me to a stop there, but okay.
Yeah, the whole world agreed with me on that one. You were not on that train long ago.
All of these
Sorry,
definitions that we just did sound like great definitions of things to fun, exclusively at happening.fun every Monday night at 8 o'clock. We'll see you in 2020. Good night. Okay.